There's a moment in every relationship when the clock stops, not because time literally freezes, but because something happens that makes you question whether what you've built was ever real. For Daniel Rose, that moment came at exactly 3:17 p.m. on a quiet Thursday afternoon. Daniel wasn't a flashy man, mid-30s, clean-cut, deep brown skin, sharp jawline, handsome, but not in a way that turned heads. More like the kind of man who made you look twice because you sensed something steady about him. He worked in logistics, wore crisp shirts even when working from home, and drank his coffee black because life's already sweet enough, he would say. His girlfriend Ariel was the opposite. Lighthearted, talkative, curly auburn hair that seemed to have a personality of its own. She loved social media, surprises, and candlelight dinners for no reason at all. Together, they were that balanced equation everyone envied. Her chaos, complemented by his calm. At least that's how it looked, until the promise. It started 6 months earlier when Ariel came home teary-eyed, saying her hours got cut at work. Daniel held her, kissed her forehead, and said, "Don't worry, I got us. You focus on you." He took on extra projects, paid most of the bills, and even surprised her with flowers on the random Tuesdays she called down days. Then came the promise of 3:17. One night, while they were sitting on the couch watching an old rom-com, Ariel suddenly said, "If you ever start acting like you're too busy for me, I'm out." Daniel laughed lightly. "That was random, but you know I'm not built like that." She smiled. "Just promise me." He raised his hand and said, "I promise. 3:17. "Why 3:17? She asked. He shrugged. "It's random enough to mean something." It became their thing. 3:17. A code word for reassurance, for love, for trust. Months passed. Daniel kept working long hours, saving for the engagement ring he planned to buy by the end of summer. But Ariel started changing. She'd go out more, answer texts slower, and keep her phone face down. One day, while Daniel was in a meeting, he saw an unfamiliar notification pop up on their shared tablet. "Can't wait to see you again. Last night was insane." His stomach dropped. The message wasn't for him. He didn't say anything right away. He just watched her, really watched her. How she started dressing differently, how her laugh seemed a little too forced, how her hugs lingered a second less. Then, on a Thursday at 3:17 p.m., she texted, "We need to talk when you get home." Daniel already knew. When he walked in that evening, she was sitting by the window, nervous fingers picking at her nails. "Daniel, I think we've grown apart," she began. He nodded slowly. "Is it him?" Tears welled up. "It wasn't supposed to happen." He raised his hand. "Just answer." She whispered, "Yes." Silence. Then Daniel smiled, softly, painfully, but with a strange calm. "You broke the promise," he said quietly. "I know. I'm sorry." "No," he interrupted. "Not that one. The real one. The one where you said you wanted someone who wouldn't give up on you. But I realize now you wanted someone who would give everything up to you." Her eyes widened, confusion flickering. "What does that even mean?" she asked. "It means," he said, "I loved you so much that I forgot to make sure you respected that love. You wanted fireworks, but I gave you foundation. You mistook steadiness for boredom, and that's on me. I built a home for someone who only wanted a hotel stay. He grabbed his coat and keys, turned toward the door, and paused. "It's 3:17, by the way," he said. Then he left. Ariel sat frozen. For the first time, she realized 3:17 wasn't just a promise. It was the time love officially ran out. 3 months later, Daniel had moved on. He wasn't bitter, just wiser. He met someone new, a quiet artist named Sienna, who noticed the way he listened, not just the way he looked. And one afternoon, when she asked him about the small tattoo on his hand that read 3:17, he smiled. "It's a reminder," he said. "That time means nothing," she joked. He shook his head. "No, it means everything. It's when I learned that being a good man doesn't mean tolerating bad love." Moral of the story, good man fam? Never let your loyalty become your blindness. Love deeply, yeah, but with discernment. Because some promises aren't meant to be kept. They're promises from which you're meant to learn.